Yes, I'm David. I met Karen in 1984 when we were both working for Kent Police. We were married in 1986 near Ashford, where Karen grew up. We noticed that things were starting to go wrong with Karen about 2011, 2012. She was forgetting things. She was struggling to remember things that she'd researched and then trying to write it down in an essay. And we didn't really click at the time what was going on. But I think looking back, that was the first sign that something was wrong. Initial diagnosis was probably depression. She was at that age where she was going through the change. Children were leaving home and going off to university. We had some pets that died. So, on the face of it, depression was probably not an unusual conclusion to reach, but I was convinced that there was something more than that. We went back to the doctor and insisted that we had some more tests done, and that was conclusive that she had Alzheimer's. That was 2016, so she would have been just approaching 57. So once we had the diagnosis, it was in a way not a relief, but at least our future path was a little bit clearer. We had some support from the Alzheimer Society, and we were also referred here to the hospice, which was a bit of a surprise to me at the time because I thought hospice was about dying, and it's a scary word, but it's not. We came to a Making Memories program, which was designed for people with various different stages of dementia, various different dementias, where you could come and talk to people in a similar situation to yourself, and it helps you on the journey, helps you understand, and helps you know that you're not alone in the journey that you're both on, because it is, although the person affected by dementia, the patient themselves is facing a difficult time, it's also a difficult time for the carers to see, and the partners to see the decline of that person that you've known for so long. So it's good to know there's support there, and good to know that others are going through on the same journey that you are. As Karen declined, I was offered support, people to talk to if I needed to talk to. There was counselling services available through the hospice, and also when Karen was becoming really advanced, looking at assistance with funding for care support in the home. In June of 2020, her behaviour was such at home that we had to look at residential care for her, but for someone with dementia it's so difficult, but they don't understand what's happening. They don't believe there's anything wrong with them, it's all something wrong with someone else. And of course with lockdown it was so much more difficult because Karen had to go into isolation for a couple of weeks. When she was there, she didn't understand what was happening, she's been taken away from her family. And then the visiting regime was very restrictive. We had one visit once a week, 2 people for half an hour. We were outside, she was inside, and it was very difficult watching her just decline over that period of time. And it got to October last year, October 2020, when I went to visit with my son, and I said there was another lockdown looming and visits were like to stop completely, and I just said to the kids, we're not going to see her alive again if we don't get her home. We were able to bring Karen home and have those extra few months with her at home, and we couldn't have done that without the support of the hospice, with getting the facilities ready at home, the care in place, and the funding that we had assistance with. That was, it really made a massive difference to the whole family. So, I'll be forever grateful.